know. I want to reach her. Find her. Wait. I'll try to get a better connection and call you back. Why didn't you use your key?
I got a message. You called me.
I certainly did.
You seem a bit unsettled, Miss Van Dien.
That is putting it mildly. Mr. Llewellyn, did you or did you not tell me that Quentin was being guarded day and night?
I did.
Then will you please tell me how a tent, completely supplied with provisions, was set up without any of your guards seeing it?
Well, are you sure that Mr. McCord didn't put up the tent
Yes.
before my guards arrived in the area?
I am quite sure.
Well, then who did?
Let me give you a clue. Attached to Quentin's tent was a note saying that this would be his last day he would be alive.
Silas Crocker.
Mr. Llewellyn, is this your idea of guarding Mr. McCord? He said he hasn't seen one guard since he's been there.
I told you before, they're all undercover.
Well, they certainly haven't been keeping Silas Crocker under their cover now, have they?
Look, my men are guarding Mr. McCord. I told you that. If you recall, I said that they would keep a constant watch on Mr. McCord, but if Silas Crocker was able to put up a tent and leave a note before my men arrived in the area, well, there's no way that they could have anticipated that. Don't you agree?
No, I don't. You see, I assume that when you're guarding someone, you also keep a close watch on whoever it is that is sending threats to that someone.
Well, we try to, of course.
What are you going to do about Silas Crocker? I tell you, he is a dangerous man who will stop at nothing before he sees Quentin dead.
Calm yourself, please, Miss Manzini. My men will take care of Silas Crocker long before that happens. And in the meantime, I can tell you that I've assigned my very best men to guard Mr. McCord. I can assure you, nothing can happen to him.
Silas, this is what you use to kill Quentin. Soon I will kill you.
What's that?
It's a chart, 10 years ago. Shows the exact placement of the detonator, the wires, everything like that. Here, hold this. Check this out. Now, according to that, the detonator is in place.
Now, give me a tape.
Hold this. Put it right there. $58. Yeah, well, that's in the right place, all right. This means if everything checks out in the cave, then I am responsible for Renfield's death. Come on, Gunter, let's get back to the campsite. And then I want to go right over to the cave.
Well, Floyd won't give Stacy back to me, even though he promised he would when she'd be safe with me.
Will she be safe with you?
Yes, she'd be safe with me. I talked to Helen, and she told me that Silas Crocker was in Tanquir.
Since when have you started believing Helena Mancini?
Well, I didn't, and I told her so. So she gave me a number of a man, Mr. Llewellyn. He's a government guy, and he's head of antiquities there, and he said that Silas Crocker was in Tanquir.
Did you tell Floyd that?
Yes, I did, but he still won't give it back to me.
No. You know, I don't see what difference it makes if the baby stays out at Floyd for a couple of days. I mean, he loves her. He's got a nice place. Not like she can be staying at some
No, she belongs with me. I am her mother. Besides, Floyd's got Leslie Ann. And I don't know when Quint's gonna be back. I'm with Silas Crocker after him and everything. She's all I have. Can't you understand that?
Stop crying, will you? Oh, come on. Look, I'll get Stacy back for you, okay? You gotta stay here and take care of the dishes, huh?
All right, but when are you gonna get her?
I'll talk to Floyd right now. Don't worry, all right? Hey, I'll get her back.
All right. Tony, I love you.
Goes both ways, little sister.
Oh, gosh. Oh. So what'd you tell him?
Told him the truth. Floyd's a good guy. He didn't want to see you hurt.
Oh, I know. Well, thanks for talking to him. Look, I want to say again how sorry I am about fighting, getting angry the other night.
It was the other night. Forget it.
But I want you to apologize to Susie for me because she must have thought I was some kind of crazy person coming in there yelling and screaming, you know, like...
Nah, she was a little upset about it at first. That's just because she's never been around a family like ours before. But, you know, I explained to her when you come from a big family, you do a lot of hollering. That's kind of our way of saying I love you.
Yeah. You know, I shouldn't have been in your life anyway that night because you guys don't get enough time alone together, you know.
Yeah. You know, sometimes I wonder if we're ever going to get any time alone together. I mean, you know, she shows up at company, I'm running 10 different directions at the same time, then we make it back to her place, and my sister shows up.
You're really crazy about this girl, aren't you?
Yeah. She's different. You know what's funny? I mean, I'm a guy from 7th Street, you know. She's this little hothouse flower, never been outside the ballet before. I mean, to look at the two of us, you figure these guys never end up together, but it's like I've known her all my life.
Yeah. I mean, I feel that same way with Quentin, too. I mean, to look at us, you would think that we were from totally different planets, but, you know, those differences, I mean, they really don't matter when you love somebody, and, I mean, I guess that's why you got together in the first place, you know? Really, differences don't matter.
How come you know so much?
Because I'm smart.
Don't push it. Well, I just hope things simmer down a little bit here so Susie and I can spend some time together because, I'm sick of being alone. And I think this thing can work out permanently.
I hope so. Keep my fingers crossed. Because you deserve the best.
You do too.
Well, listen, I'm gonna get going here before Floyd changes his mind or anything. Look, I want to thank you again for going over there and talk to him.
It's okay.
All right. See you.
Drive careful.
I will.